Happy Monday. Okay. Praying for no right. Okay, I've played around with this camera all kinds of ways. I don't know. But my webcam is fine. It's the overhead that wants to act a fool. It works when I don't care if it works, and then it doesn't when I need it to. So we're going to see. We're going to continue on tonight. If I have to move in slow motion, then that's what we'll do. That'll be fun. All right, Lisa, Ro, Amanda, Krista, hello, hello. I am so excited about tonight. One, for what we're going to be working in, the journal, but two, I have so many scoops, y'all. My little trinket toss. If you missed it, so I'm going to put it up sooner next week. But for all of those who are watching, all four of y'all right now, hi, Sylvia. There has to be more of y'all watching. I don't know why it only says four because that can't be right. Anywho, just know that if you place an order for the trinket toss, I will scoop them on Mondays because I just think it's fun, right? Who doesn't want to see a good scoop? A scoop of trinkets. And I added a few extra things to it this time. So I am really excited. Hi, Jordan. Okay, so that is what we're doing. I do have some housekeeping that I want to talk about. One, I just did, is okay, let me see if I can do this right. No, that's not what I want it to look like. That's what I want it to look like. I want to say that Jordan is the Jordan that I made the journal for. So she had requested a custom journal, the one that was all pink and croquet and all of that. So Jordan, if you are the right Jordan, which I think you are, just say yes, it was me. Anyway, so all of y'all who saw that beautiful, yep, that was it. So that beautiful pink journal I did, Jordan is the one I made it for. Okay, trinket toss. I have that ginormous tin. It is full of all kinds of trinkets, and I keep finding more things to add to it. So every time I find something, I dump it in my little trinket box. And you just go to the website, order how many tosses you want. It is $1 for a scoop. Y'all, that is like such a good deal. Okay, so I'm going to fill those tonight. Just know that every Monday, whoever orders trinkets will get their tosses done on live on Monday night. So order your trinket tosses and we will get them filled. So the next thing I want to bring up is, if you didn't get or read the newsletter, November 1st, and I don't know what day that falls on. November 1st, which is a Saturday. So you know what? I'm gonna get it through Sunday. After November 2nd, so that's through the weekend, I will not be taking any more orders for the Advent box. There are a few left, but I have to start getting all this stuff together, so I have to have numbers. If you have not ordered your Advent box, I don't know what you're waiting for, because you are going to have serious FOMO when everybody gets theirs and you didn't get yours. So go to the website and get your Advent box, because it is going to be phenomenal this year. It's phenomenal every year, but every year, I outdo myself all the time. That's the way it goes. So November 2nd will be the last day. On the 3rd, when you wake up on the 3rd, they are not going to be available. So make sure you go get your Advent boxes. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about all of that. Anything else? No. So we are just going to get started on the trinket tosses. Let me flip this camera. Okay, everyone say a prayer right now. Hi, Sharon. That when I flip the camera, it is happy. It is just the happiest little camera ever, and it does what I want it to do. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Wow, that's really close up. Oh, I need to unmirror. Oh, that's too close. I need to unmirror the screen also. All right, let me move this. When I have my face, I like it mirrored because then everything is where it's supposed to be. When it is not my face, I don't like it mirrored because then it's, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Okay, this has nothing in it. But this is what I am going to scoop the trinkets in. I feel like there's a little bit of lag, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, all right. This, it is so heavy, y'all. Like, I can't even tell you how heavy and how full this trinket box is, but how gorgeous. Yep, look, I added some little lace on wine corks. There's some all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, so first things first, the first person who ordered scoops, I have my orders up here. Marcella. I'm not sure if Marcella is here, but Marcella ordered 4 scoops. So we are going to put 4 scoops. I have 2 scoops in here. Y'all, I just have the Raisin Bran song stuck in my head, and I just can't. We're going to call them tosses because I can't walk around singing the Raisin Bran song. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so Marcella ordered 4 scoops, 2 scoops from the beginning. I know, right? So this is 4 scoops, and I already have, y'all, I'm on top of it. I was going to scoop it directly into the box, but I can't ship it like that. So, and it looks so much more fun when I do it this way. Every last bit. All right. So here is Marcella's 4 scoops of trinkets, her 4 tosses. 4 trinket tosses. And it's going in this cute little box with a little tissue paper. And, you know, I'm going to put her order right on top. I still have to put my little thank you card and stuff in there, but that is what it's going to look like. All right. The next person that ordered scoops, is Ange here yet? Ange is here. Okay. So the next person who ordered scoops is Ange. And Ange ordered, hang on, let me get to her order. 10. She ordered 10 tosses. Okay. So let's see if I can fling this. Let's see what all she gets for 10 tosses. All right, here is a scoop. So we got 1. Oh, stuff's trying to run away. 2, 3. I'm trying to dig deep in here. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look. And 10. All right, she got 2 of those. So look at that. Look at that. For $10. All of this lusciousness. So my husband saw these in there and he's like, are those real? Baby. And I guess he didn't believe me, or he wanted to see what they were, because then he decided he needed to Google Lens them to make sure I wasn't, you know, giving away the family jewels. This is awesome, isn't it? I think this is so much fun. So much fun. Okay, who is next? I think Krista's next. Is Krista here yet? Krista, are you here? Did I miss you? Oh my gosh. I promise, whatever falls out, will end up in your bag. Oh, there we go. I have a little bead that fell right there. Okay. Okay, it's got some weight to it. Oh, but it's so pretty. Chris is here. Okay. So, Krista, you're next. Let me just get Angie's in her cute little box. And I will be adding, more stuff. Like I said, every time I go through, I'm like, ooh, that'd go in there. Ooh, that'd go in there. All right, so that is Angie's. And Krista ordered, let's see, Krista ordered, 5. 5. This is not a trinket. This is trash. It's not trash. It's like a piece of yarn. I don't know. It came off of probably a trinket. All right, 5 tosses. All right. Dig down deep. 1, 2. Make sure you get a 3. Oh, you need a little bit more. That was a wimpy 3. All right, 3, 4. Oh, we have a runaway. And 1 more. Let's dig over here on this side. And 5. All right. Man, y'all put a dent in the trinket box. Okay. Oh, I'm going to set this to the side. It really is so heavy, y'all. Get up there. And let me get Krista's. What's happening? I'm doing the trinket tosses, Lena. So Krista ordered 5 trinket tosses, and this is 5 trinket tosses. And everything in here are like they're charms, beads, old jewelry, stuff that you can actually use. I didn't throw like marbles and stuff like that in there. However, if someone can please tell me a crafty way to use a marble without like having to poke a hole in it or whatever. Like I could do that. I don't want to. But a marble just as it is. I got a whole handful of marbles and something I got one of the lots that I picked up from I know you have something else, Krista. I'm just putting that in there so I don't get y'all's boxes confused. Anyway, I ended up with a bunch of marbles, and for the life of me, my brain is just, nope, I have no clue how to use a marble in a junk journal. Because they're so big and they're not flat. So, if anybody knows, make a wire cage for a marble. Oh, for like a dangle? I could see that. I could see how that would be something that somebody would do. You're so welcome, Krista. Thank you for your order. Okay, so tonight we are working in this journal, a wire cage dangle. Yeah, that sounds good. I would love some marbles to create a frame for my junk journal cover. Huh. I could see that. Well, great. Y'all have some ideas. Let me take my website off of the thing. Okay, it just takes up space. All righty. So let me talk about this journal. I did do a video. It is a long video. It took me so long to do this journal. I absolutely love it. This is what I was supposed to do last week. And, technical difficulties, whatever. When can we order? You can order them now, Sharon. So whenever you order, I will do them live every Monday. So if you order now, I will print out your order, put it in my little order. See, this is how I keep track of the orders. It sits right here on my desk. All right, so I made a little one, and my orders sit in here. This order didn't order any trinket tosses. Anyway, so order now. I will put the order up there, and every Monday, whoever orders trinket tosses will do it on live. So they are available on the website for you right now. This journal, it is a flat lay. So anyway, I need to glue that down. I'll do that while I'm jibber jabbering with y'all. So I went ahead and did what I was going to do live, but I recorded it, and I was supposed to put it out this weekend, and obviously it did not happen. So I will put it out tomorrow, how I made this journal. So this is a no-sew. There is no sewing involved. This is going to be my Christmas memory journal. This is just going to be a place for me to put like the pictures the kids send me of the grands sitting with Santa Claus. Those pictures are going to go in here. Various different things, right? I think I'm going to get some too. That was fun to watch. It is amazing. I think the trinket tosses I've had so much stuff and I didn't know how to get rid of it. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to sell some of that stuff. Anyway, I have some really good friends who advise me and tell me how to do all the fun stuff. Okay, back to this. So the video will come out tomorrow. It is time consuming. Do not let that video fool you into thinking that you can get this done in an hour, because you cannot. It is a lot of cutting and folding and gluing, but it is worth it. So I'm going to show you. So you open it up and it just lays flat. There are 32 pages in here and it lays flat. I was able to put all sorts of pages. So we can flip through, like I have maps, I have plain pages, I have music. She's so pretty, and so is she. Okay, for a minute there, I thought that was risque, but that is her elbow, which back in the day was probably risque. I have all of these fun things. I can make that a pocket, or I can just leave it like that. This is a cover of a old book, like notebook for going to school. So, and then I got a frame and I covered it with my fabric. No, that is not fabric. I covered it. It looks like fabric. It's my quilted Christmas, or my Christmas quilts 12 by 12 papers. Oh, that's another thing I can tell y'all. So I have changed up my 12 by 12s, all of them. If you like the 12 by 12s, but you don't want 36, you don't want, 3 of each design, maybe you only want 1 of each design. I have changed it to now you can order sets. So you can order 1 set. I kind of goofed this one up, the glue stuck. You can order 1 set of 12. You can order 2 sets of 12, which is 24. So you'd get 2 of each one. Or you can order the 3 sets, which is, the 36. And the prices are reflective of that. So if you were like, I really like those papers, but I don't want 3 of each one, now you have options. Okay, and then this frame, I used the leftover fabric from the cover, and I covered this frame. And I say it's a frame because I can put a picture in here or a card or whatever I want, and it will be framed out. So that is what that is. And I just used the leftover fabric for that. So if you have thought about the 12 by 12s, but you don't want 36, you now have options, which no store gives you that option. You have to buy the whole paper pack. So, and they are for all the 12 by 12s, not just the Christmas ones. And I'm just kind of flipping through here, really to remind myself what I have. And this is just wallpaper. Okay, so what I want to do tonight is on the front And the front cover, I kind of want to cover this somehow. I don't know what I want to do yet. I think I want to like make a base with some flip out envelopes that can flip in. So let's just see what I got. I did print. Look, my printer's goofed up. So, but I kept it because we can use that. So I used my Christmas quilts for all of this. That's the spine. I forgot to show you what the spine looked like. So that's the spine. That's what it looks like. Isn't it so pretty? Love it. I love that frame with your paper. Thank you. So I used the Christmas quilts, but I printed out the Vintage Verde Christmas for the accessories because they do go well together. And I want to say, I know I want to do some envelopes. So I did get out, but not the big one. I think the big one is too big. Where is that template? It just doesn't fit in here. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's going to be too big. So the big one is no. I think I want the one that is next step up. Okay, there we have it. So I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one. Y'all like how I measure? Two. I'll do two with a little space in between or something. Anyway, let me just figure this out. I'm going to do two envelopes, and I'm going to need a base for it to go on. Let me put you back where you belong. I rearranged my entire desk. So I love it. But things are a little different. So I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, I want two envelopes. But I think no. I think I want the green to be my base. Because I'm going to have to do the base because the envelope flap, I don't want the flap, it's going to glue under so we can't see it. All right, so I'm going to do that. Ruler. Thank you. So I need it in inches to be 8 by 5 1/4 because I want to go all the way up to that. I just want to cover this up. I glued this wrong. This was supposed to be on the other side, but you know, you live and learn. So what did I say? 8 by 5? Yes. Right? Why did I already forget? Somebody tell me why I already forgot. Now, if I go all the way there, it's going to be 5 1/4. So 8 by 5 1/4. Okay, let's just do it. 8. I just have to keep telling myself so I don't forget. All right, this is 8. And then 5 1/4. And that's 8. So if I go ahead and I can do the front and the back, because I want to do it on the back also. Because I think the envelopes would be fun to put like little things in or just to have. And I want to cover the, whatchamacallit, that little hinge that's in the front. All right, so this goes in the bucket. If y'all want to hear about one of my new organizational tools, let me know and I'll share with you. Otherwise, I don't want to bore y'all to tears with all my jibber jabber. Okay, I need my punch. If you're still here, say hello. Hello. I think I've shared this with y'all before. I don't know. But yes, please tell. Okay, I will. Let me tell this little story though. So you know how when your kids are little and you're teaching them the animal sounds, right? You know, what does a cow say? A cow says moo, blah blah blah. So when Elizabeth and Delaney were little, Rachel, my oldest daughter, Rachel, I don't know, they're reading some book and it had a giraffe in it. And it says, what does a giraffe say? And Rachel says, a giraffe says, hello. And I swear to you, every time I hear that, every time I hear giraffe, I just think, hello. Anyway, or every time I hear hello, two things pop into my head, Mrs. Doubtfire, and that is what a giraffe says. Anyway, funny story. All right, so I thought peeled paint would look really good. I was using the pine needles with the Christmas quilts because it's a little brighter. This green is a little more subdued. So I was thinking the peeled paint would really make it pop, and it does. So that was a good choice on my part. All right, organizational. So generally I have 2 to 3 projects going on at one time as far as like journal stuff goes. And I was having a very hard time trying to figure out how to keep it all straight. And so I was, my gosh, let me get a drink. My throat just wants to be ridiculous. Okay, much better. Amanda, that's great. That is so funny. That is hysterical. If you can't see Amanda's comment, she said, I taught my daughter, what does a fishy say? And she would respond with, help, let me go. I'm too young to fry. I'm sure it was not with that crazy accent, but that's funny. Okay, so back to my storage. So I thought, you know what, let me go to the IKEA website and see what kind of inserts they have, because I have the Calyx. And looking at the inserts, I realized I already had a solution in my house. So if you have the 3-drawer Sterilite, holders, right? So this is one of the drawers that goes in it. So one of those fits perfect in the Calyx cubby. And this is everything I've been using or saving for this Christmas journal. And it's all in one place. Like I found this digging through the trinkets. And I was like, oh, that might look good. So I kept that. And then I found this one. And so I kept that. But I threw it in here. Oh, and look, these clip-on Jingle Bell earrings. And they really jingle. So anyway, and then it's sitting next to me. So all the scraps that I want to keep will go back into this box. And then I just slide it into the container. And Bob's your uncle. I don't have my stuff floating around everywhere. And when I go to work on, like right now, I have this journal, the Yellow Rose journal. So my Yellow Rose patrons and I are doing a journal. So all the things for that are in there. This journal. And then I have an empty drawer because right now I'm only focused on that. Now I am doing a collab in November. So I will have another journal in there for that. But see, that is just golden to me. But it took me going to IKEA to look at organization stuff for it to click in my brain that I already had the perfect system right here. Okay, so those are inked up. I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep that on there for for now. Okay, now we have these. So one's going to go right here in the front, like so. And then the other one's going to go in the back, like so. All right, now it is time to figure out what envelopes do I want. And I am thinking I want some of these with the poinsettias on the front. Poinsettia. I've heard people say poinsettia, and I'm like, okay, no. I'm sure that's probably how you're supposed to say it, but I'm from Texas, so that's just a no. I just need to get, okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. I know I need 4 envelopes. So, and all the space to twirl this paper 6 ways to Sunday. So doing this is a blessing and a curse because I'm cutting into that. And I don't know if I want to cut into that because I thought I wanted that one. Oh, but I could do just a green one. Okay, I like that. And that has to be like so. All right, I'm just going to start with these 2. And let me see something. No, see, that's not good for that because these are rather large. Oh, I do like that. So I just need 4. Now, apparently, I am not going to get the 4 I want. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it the 2 and go from there. So I'm going to get it as close. Well, I want that centered, so it is going to be what it is. Oh, pencil. I just say it normal, not fancy poinsettia, right? I am not fancy. Yeah, you can ask my Greek friend because she gets upset with me because I don't say feta right. I hear you screaming, Lena. I can hear your voice and how you're pronouncing it. That's funny. Oh no, I moved it. Y'all, you know, you have a template and I'm over here just acting all willy-nilly with it. Oh. I just got a notification on my smartwatch that Elon Musk is now following me on TikTok. I think that's so ridiculously funny. Okay. I like the way that looks. That's going to go straight across. So I'm going to cut it right there. Yep, that's good. Sorry, I know I'm concentrating because when I don't, I end up shifting my little template around. Oh, y'all, we are having a cool front come in tomorrow. Our temperatures are going to be in the 70s. Whoop, whoop. So excited. I was so excited that for dinner tonight, I had my fall favorites for dinner, which is creamy tomato soup and Munster grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese with Munster. And if y'all have not tried it, you absolutely should. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll be okay with this. Like, nope. It's going to have to be like that. And that's okay. I think I'm okay with that. I might get 4 out of this one. I mean, it's not 70 yet, but I was definitely too excited not to have my favorite fall meal. I don't know why that's fall to me, but it is because it's soup and it's hot. Hi, Deborah. That Munster grilled cheese is amazing. Oh, that's right. I made it for you. Did I make it for you when you were here, or I just told you about it and you made it? I don't remember. Where to? I'm so excited for cooler weather. So excited. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just do this one because I know that it will look good once I cut them out and fold them up. So I will have the 4 from this sheet right here. So for those who are just joining, I am making envelopes to put in my Christmas memory keeping journal that I have made. The video how I made it will be out tomorrow. It is a labor of love. But I am so thrilled with it. I was telling one of my patrons, I said, you know what, if it didn't take so long, I know that would be my new favorite way to make a journal. But it is very time consuming. Okay, where is? All right, take a drink. Every time somebody says, where is? All right, envelope. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, and since Deborah's in here, I did do the scoops. I did those first. I want to remind everyone, if you have ever thought about going to a junk journal retreat, Deborah Wilson is hosting one. All the information is in my Facebook group. So you can go find it and fill out the link, which goes straight to her. I am going. It is in June. The place that we have it at, I say we, it's not mine, it's her, that she has it at, is the cutest little place, and it is air conditioned. Okay, so even though it's June in Texas, there is air conditioning, and it works very well. Take it from somebody who is perpetually hot. So I wasn't able to go this year. I went the year before, and it was fantastic. So if you've ever thought about it, you may want to go sign up because seats are limited. Spaces are limited. Because it's a small, quaint. Deborah, put in there how many spaces. I don't remember how many spaces you have, and I don't want to speak out of turn. So Deborah's going to put how many spaces she has. But to me, it's the perfect size. There's enough women to where you can just learn so much and meet new people, but it's not so crowded that you feel overwhelmed. They have a pool now. Oh, wow. I won't get into how I feel about pools in Texas. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But if you really want to know how I feel about pools in Texas, I'll tell you. And it is a me thing. Y'all, I almost feel like I should get my paper trimmer out just to cut these. I cannot cut straight. I just put my feet in. Mimosa by the pool. Oh my gosh, you only have 12 spots left? Wow. Okay, how many total spots are there? So they kind of know that it's not overwhelming. Because believe it or not, I'm an introvert. And peopling becomes very overwhelming for me. mean, I do great behind my computer screen. But when it comes to actually peopling, and I love it, I do enjoy it, it just does become overwhelming. So her group is for the 2 rooms. If I can get the third one, has 20 more. Oh, I think you could get it. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, I think there was 36, 40 ladies. And to me, that's not too bad. That's not too much. It's not overwhelming with the peopling. Okay, so that one. Okay, and but yeah, so go to the Facebook group, my Facebook group, or Deborah, if you want to in the chat. I don't know if links work. I don't remember, but if you want to in the chat, you can go ahead and put the direct link to the retreat. I would love to meet some of you, and hang out and craft and do all the fun stuff. So make sure that y'all sign up, because apparently she only has 12 spots left. All right, I'm just cutting out the little notches. Oh, you know what? I bought this, and I wonder if I'm going to have regrets if I do this. Let me see. I think it goes too, yeah, it goes way too deep, so I'm not doing that. I'm going to stick to my little template. All right. I went to the one last year and had a blast. Yeah, that's when I met Ro and Lisa. Ro flew down here and Lisa drove, and then we all drove together to Round Top. And let me tell y'all, the treasure hunting up there is absolutely phenomenal. I love all the places we can treasure hunt up there. It's great. And then it's all inclusive. So room, board, food, supplies, entertainment, making classes, all the things is included in the price. And it's such a good deal. Yes, I want y'all to go because I want to meet y'all, all of y'all. Okay, now that I have that done, you know, it's going to take me 20 years just to, I'm going to keep these for the moment, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them forever. And I failed to put my trash can back. Good night, Krista. Okay, ink. So I'm going to ink these with the peeled paint. So peeled paint is a good Christmas green. If anybody wants to know, a good Christmas green ink to use. And it's doing a great job of covering up my pencil marks. So that's a plus. Less time erasing. I meant to round those corners, but I'll round them when I put it together. These templates are also in the on the website. So if you really like using the clear templates to make whatever, I have the envelopes and the tags. So here's the big envelope I have. So I have 4 different size envelope templates. And then there's tags and pockets. And I know we all know how to cut out a tag. The main reason I created the clear templates is because there's a lot of times when I want a specific thing on my tag or my envelope or my whatever. Like I want it centered and I want it lined up. And therefore I created the clear templates. So you can see exactly what you're getting. Hi, Lindy. Is it Lindy and Sean, or is just Lindy here? The retreat would be fun. Ooh, you can fly to me, Lena, and we can ride together. I am very busy at the retreat, but I have a load of fun. The group of gals have been sweet, creative, and amazing. Yes, I agree with that. All right. So usually when I do like my regular videos, I'm like, okay, let me ink these and I'll be right back. And I just do it really, really fast, like on 50 times the speed. That's about the only editing I really do. I don't cut stuff out per se. I just speed it up really fast. Because I don't like watching videos that you can tell it's just like, it's very choppy when they cut things out. Now, a couple of times I've had to pause or whatever because, you know, family and people and, you know, just the way it goes. But for the most part, I just like to get her done. All right. Fold, fold, fold. Now, this is the, what I say, the Vintage Verde Christmas in the shop. So it has stripes and Christmas stuff. And all I'm doing right now is I go corner to corner, and it just helps the scoring a little bit. It doesn't really, it's probably just a mind thing. Okay. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when I fold stuff, it just folds so wonky. Is it just me? Do I need to zoom in more? You are quick with it. I like that color. I need to get it. Oh, it's gorgeous. The Vintage Verde is so, it's a lot of greens. It does have some reds, but it's a lot of greens. And it's just, I don't know, muted. It's not like bright in your face. Just Lindy. Okay. Yes, and you did order the 2.0. So I have two different clear templates. I have a 1.0 and a 2.0 because after the 1.0, I had a lot of requests for a lot of things. It's like, oh, can you make this and can you do that? And then when I was creating it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need envelopes. Really, because I was watching, what is her name? She does reels all the time. She's super sweet. I don't know. I would have to look it up, you know, brain memory, whatever. Anyway, but she has an OG really small envelope punch. Like they don't make them anymore. And I really, because I have looked and I even looked on eBay, they are just super scarce. Like I want to say probably more scarce than the Stampin' Up! Whale Tail. So I couldn't get that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make envelope templates. And so I did. And my tiny one makes the cutest, teeniest little envelopes. Too cute for words. So if you, and here's another thing is, someone's like, well, just get a, you know, because I have a Gemini, the die cut machine. And they're like, just get a die cut. Y'all, I am not cranking that thing out and doing all for one envelope. That is just too much work for me. It's probably just a me thing, and that's okay. But I am not pulling out all the heavy machinery for an envelope when I can just trace and cut and be done. Right? Is it just me? It can't be. It can't be just me. Tell me I have good company. I definitely need to place another order for those Christmas papers, specifically the set. It's beautiful. Thank you. And I don't know when I said it. I think it was in the beginning. So if you're new, I have on my 12 by 12 double-sided papers, So I do have 12 by 12 double-sided paper packs in the shop. And when I first created them, it was 36 pieces. So you got 12, but 3 designs of each. Well, I changed it up and made it to where you can now order 1 set or 2 sets. See, why is that wonky? That is because I can't fold. Anyway, you can order a set of 12, a set of 24, or a set of 36. So you can get 1 of each, 2 of each, or 3 of each design. And there's 24 different designs, but it's front and back, so it's actually 12 pages. Anywho, it gives you more options, because I had a couple of people go, oh, I really like it. I love it. It's so cute, but I don't need all of that. And I get it. So I switched it up. Okay, these are going to be hidden, so I don't care about that. I just want to know what I want on the front. So I have choices. I don't know why I like that one, but I do. So glue. And did you see her blue Christmas? It's pretty. I do have a blue Christmas. Those machines are awkward and heavy and take up a lot of space. Easier to use templates. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, too, it would be one thing if they cranked out like 3 or 4 envelopes, but it's just one at a time. Okay. And glue. Oh, snap. I forgot to round the corner. So let me get this out. Oh, seriously. All right. All right. Don't glue it down before you round the corner, because then you have to do it all janky like I just did. My hat's off to all the people who can just whoop round a corner. Not this lady. That's why I have corner rounders. All right. So that is 1 envelope. And I already have the bases, so we're good there. Okay, that looks upside down to me, and I like the berries more than the poinsettia. So, round the corner. And you know, it's hysterical. No, I will see that. I was like, it is hysterical that I cared about that when I'm not going to see it, but I am. I promise I'm okay. Well, as okay as I ever am. What else do y'all want to know? Ask me a question. I should do that for my Monday Night Lives. Put up a little question box. Ask me anything. But just beware. I really am an open book. So if you really don't want to know, don't ask. Oh, wait, let me see. Is that what I want? Front? Yeah, I'm going to put that one on the front. No questions. Y'all aren't feeling brave? All right. Oh, I definitely want that on the front. There we go. And ink it up. Oh, I forgot. Dang. See, I think of these things. They're just popping in my head. Deborah Wilson and I are also having another live sale. It will be my last live sale of the year. I'm not sure about her, but it will be my last one because I have Advent to do and all the things. So I'm not going to do another one, but it is going to be November the 9th. at 3:00. Yes, they do, Amanda. They absolutely do walk with them. So Amanda is one of my patrons, and so we have conversations all day long, me and my patrons. And I sent them a picture of this ginormous homecoming mom. And not only did she have one on the front, but she was wearing one on the back. And so that's where that question is coming from. But they only wear them to school, the pep rally. I think they wear it to the football game, but not to the dance. At least that's the way it was when my kids were in school, and things may have changed. So I don't know, but yeah. Yes, they walk around with those. Now, when I was in high school, they were not all that. They were not that big. It has gotten out of hand. But you know what? It's Texas. It's fun, and it is what it is. Okay. So this is the front cover that I'm putting. I did have that one, and I just didn't think it through, which, par for course. So this is going to go right here, and these are going to go over. So they're just going to like flip out, right? And then put little fun stuff in there. All right, so I'm going to glue the envelopes, but I'm going to leave a little space. Let's see, poinsettia. Oh, look at that. I did not even do that on purpose, but look, I have a poinsettia and berries and a poinsettia and berries. That is pretty amazing. Happy accident. All right, so I'm going to put it, can y'all see? How do women walk? I don't know how they do. They the one I saw today that I sent you, if you look on the back of it, it actually has a place for them to put their hands and hold it up. I just can't. I'm not sure I can Sunday at that time. I'm at Bible study. I'll do my best. No worries, Ange. I set it for a couple of hours because between the two of us going back and forth, it does take a hot minute. So, all right, I need to ink this up since we're going to be seeing it. And I've already started combing through all the things that I have and what I am going to be selling. I do have a lot of lace and fabric, vintage Victorian like postcards. I don't know, so many other things. I just can't think off the top of my head. Some folios. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ink these since I just have the ink out. Lace, fabric, and postcards. Oh my. Oh, yes. Yeah, we are there for a hot minute. I think the last one we did together, we were on there for 3 hours. And I think if we're going to do a long one like that again, I'm going to do like an intermission. So like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours in. I'm just going to blink the screen so we can go to the restroom, get a drink, stretch our legs. Our customers can do the same thing. So I think that is going to be a happening. Okay, I will do better gluing it this way, I think, because then I can see. Yeah, we're just going to go with that. I need to make sure that it goes past the card so it flips. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I was hungry. Me too. So I learned that I'm gonna have snacks on my desk. So when you're doing your thing, I can pop a snack, and make sure my water is full because it was not. And do an intermission, go to the restroom. Because that was another thing. My eyeball started swimming. So okay. Nope. I almost put it down the wrong way. Y'all. Okay. And this one is going to go right. It probably would have been easier if I had just done this. Oh, somehow that one got too close. All right, I didn't put them quite far enough away, so I will make sure that next time I do. No, it's okay. It just feels funky. All right. Now, the next question is, because I could put it like this, right? It doesn't have to go. You could put it like this so they flip open this way. And I could do like a pocket. Oh, that bell is pretty, but no. But the gold will go with that, but that's not long enough. I'm trying to use the strips that I have. Because I could just do, you know what I mean, right? I really need to contact my daughter-in-law because she has my Christmas basket from last year. Ooh, I think I like that strip. Okay, let's work with that because that's not long enough. I'm just trying to look at the scraps and not just cut up a whole bunch of pages and then have a whole bunch of scraps. It's too much green on green, I think. But she has my Christmas box from last year, and I didn't think about it until I went to look for stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I don't have my stuff. Oh, but I could do it like this and notch it right here, and it would go that way instead of that way. Okay, I don't know if I like these colors together, so y'all need to tell me. I like the idea of the envelope inside with a pocket. Okay. I have a green journal to make for my daughter, and I would just love the plaid and stripes. That is definitely the Christmas Verde, has a lot of the plaids and stripes. Where did my comments go? I'm taking a break so I can see if y'all think that these colors go together, because I don't. Deb, have a snack bowl handy, something to munch when you're not selling. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the quilt doesn't work. Thank you. All right. And I don't like that either. It's obnoxious. No, what I really liked was this one. But it, you know what? It doesn't have to be that long. So I'm just going to do this. We're going to be okay. It doesn't have to go the length. Work with what you have. Okay. And I just want to make decisions before I glue it down, because I don't want to glue it down and then be like, oh, I should have done this. So I'm trying to. All right. I'm going with it. We're doing it. Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any poinsettia flowers. I think they're in my Christmas box. Because let's face it, I'm usually not making Christmas stuff in October. But now I've got the flowers out, so I'm looking to see if I have any options. Ooh, I do. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna leave this out. Let me get this all done, and then we'll look at what my options are. Corner rounder. Okay, and ink. Oh, where's my... All right, let's see. I just did that so I can somewhat know where the middle is. We're just going to do a bitty notch like that. I love my whale tail, but it is such a pain to, because it has to, everything I put it in, it has to go a certain way. And if it doesn't, then I have to rearrange everything. Ugh, whatever. You're like, we don't care what your problems are. I like the one with the ornament instead. Like that. Or I could cut it down. I could do that, and this can go on the back. So let me go ahead and ink this up since I've already like done it. And I can do the one with the bell for the front. I'll just put this one on the back. See, that's why I love doing these. How about a lace pocket? I'll just opening up all the things. All right. What's funny is I have all this wide lace, and I'm like, whatever would I use it for? Like that. That is very pretty. I could put it over. That is very, very pretty though. What else do I have in this drawer? Also have this crocheted one. Oh, I kind of like that. I would cut that off. Sorry. But it kind of reminds me of the quilted look. I think I'm going to go with that one. See, it's never dull around here. I like the bell better. I like the crocheted legs that works well with the paper. That's what I'm thinking. I need to put that up. So let's do that. Do what makes you happy. Oh, I am. It's just sometimes my brain gets stuck, and this is one of those things where I love it, but my brain wouldn't have thought of it until like after the fact. That's why I love going live. But I'm going to cut this off because it makes it, what is that called? It's not puckered. What is that called? Gathered. It makes it gathered where it like has it's not straight. It has it goes like that, like a scoop, right? So I end up just cutting off the thing at the top that makes it do that. So I have straight lace. So if you come across like lace that is scooped, what is that called? Someone tell me the real name, because I'm just making stuff up over here. Scooped, gathered. What is it called? What is this lace kind of thing? Not the crocheted part, but the puckered lace. Y'all tell me what it's called. Anyway, you can always cut off the top part that makes it do that, and you have straight lace. So if you are in a sale or you see something in the store or someone selling something, whatever, don't let that deter you. Be like, oh, I don't like that kind of lace. Cinched? I don't know, maybe. It has a name. Just like if you see wired ribbon, you can take the wire out and make it straight. You don't have to keep the wire in. So we can always modify our stuff and make it work for us. And does it take a little bit longer? Yes. But I am more than okay with it. Uh-oh. Because it's going to give me exactly what I want. And one night I sat here watching a show and literally just did an entire roll of whatever kind of lace this is. Cinched, puckered, scalloped, ruffled. I think it's ruffled. Is that what it's called? I think it's a ruffled lace. I don't know. I not be knowing. All right, is that enough? Yes, because I can always do the rest of it later. Okay. All right, I'm going to put it right there. Now I need Glenda for this job. So I'm just going to do the front one. I'll do the back one later because it's already late. And I have so much more to do. Not with this journal, just in general. All right, let's let Glenda get hot, and I'm going to glue this on here, the pocket. Yeah, that'd be good. Just using this as my guideline here. Let me get my smusher. Don't forget your little spatula. Thank you. I just got it. Okay, I am going to do that. Always start small with the hot glue. And do little strips, because it will get hard pretty quick, right? Because we're not doing a ton of it. But just do a little strip, and you need to go. And then smush. And then a little strip. So it does take longer, but y'all know how I feel about my hot glue. And then we're going to do this end up like that. Yep. And then I'll trim it off in just a second and put Glinda back in her respective space. And then we will glue this down into the journal. So it could go that way or that way. I think I actually like it this way. I like these would fold out. And then whatever I put in here is not going to fall out. I think I do like it that way. So let's look. Okay, lace outside or inside? You have to tell me. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Oh, I forgot to put the little comments on the screen. Well, inside, outside, inside. All right, let's see what other votes I get. Inside. Inside, inside. Okay, inside it is. Okay, so I'm going to use my Hobby Lobby glue. I forgot what it's called, but it works really well. Okay. And we voted for inside. Okay. We're going to let that. And look, it still lays flat. Right? It's not even bulked up. And that's the thing I like about like this is it's kind of already like thicker right here at the spine, but it makes it to where when you add stuff, it's just going to bring it up, right? But it's still going to be flat. It's not going to be like gaping. So for those who didn't know, this is a spine. It's all a hinge spine, no sew. And the video that I did for it will come out tomorrow. Okay, so this should be good. So we have little hidden spots right there. Oh, and a pocket for whatever we want. And then I will do the back, but I'm going to use this on the back because it's already made for that. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, that is it, guys. That is what I'm doing, the Christmas journal. But again, I'm going to have the video how I made this journal up tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the scoops, for all the tosses, for all the trinket tosses. Make sure that you order your trinket tosses so I can fill them on Monday for you. If you want them sooner, though, if you're like, yeah, I don't want you to fill it Monday, I want my trinkets now, just put it in the comments and I will fill it sooner than Monday. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed night and I will see y'all in all the places. Bye.